And welcome back, YouTube. This is Booster Buster here with another video. Today I got for you Final Fantasy Creatures Fan Book 1 and 2 video showcase, along with the 3 limited edition miniatures from the Final Fantasy Creatures line. Alright, so first up, we're going to take a look at the fan book number 1. Here's a quick look at the back. We got the UPCs, we got all the information, Hobby Japan logo, and you can tell that this was released around the same time that Final Fantasy Creatures Volume 3 was released, because it is advertising it on the back of the image here. And of course the Riku miniature is not shown because it's supposed to be the secret one of the set, and they don't want to spoil that fun for you. On the front we have a very interesting outline, kind of like a black and gray image of the Dark Dragon and Bahamut. Right there, from Final Fantasy X. And let's just take a quick look at this book. There's the opening page right there. Final Fantasy Creatures fan book. Here's an interview with the 2 creators of the Final Fantasy Creatures line. That's really awesome. Get a bit of a closer look for you. Continued the interview. And more interview information. And then we actually have a really cool individual page, so each creature from the first, I believe, 3 sets is given their own page in this book, which is really cool. You have Arthur from the first set, of course representing Final Fantasy VII, tells you which game it's from, a little bit about the creature or summoning, and of course it gives you the checklist up here in the top corner, saying that you got the full color, the clear, and the metallic versions. So you can check off which ones you obtain. It's really cool that they show the image of the full color, the metallic, and the crystal. That's just a really cool feature for the fans of this particular line. I'm not going to show the whole book, but I just wanted to share with you how cool it is that they have all this information gathered up for the collectors. And since the first set was out for a while, they actually do have the secret one revealed, which is Yojimbo from the first set. I'm going to skip set 2, because I do want to kind of share with you how they handled set 3 here. As you can tell, Riku is not shown because Riku is supposed to be the hidden miniature from set 3, and they are trying to keep that the secret the best that they can. Yojimbo, Cerberus, or not Yojimbo, sorry, Gilgamesh, Cerberus, Death Gaze, Seymour Evolutions, Dark Dragon, and they do actually have kind of a really cool outline of the Riku special dress, Machina dress, right there. Of course, it gives you question marks, but they still give you the check boxes so you can check it off if you were lucky enough to obtain it, and the full set right down there. And right here at the end, we actually have the special miniature that was released with the Final Fantasy fan book, the Dark Bahamut. And I will share that with you in a little bit after we finish the rest of this book. And right here is information about just merchandise that was on sale at the time for Final Fantasy XI. It looks like was the big game released around that time. FF10 too. Some more Square Enix merchandise. Waka's Ball. Our Blitzball right there. That's pretty cool. More creatures. Of course, you got the iconic Cactuar, Toneberry, Cat Sith, Moogle. And then that's it for fan book number 1. And here is the limited edition Dark Bahamut miniature that it comes with. This is the packaging that the fan book comes in. Kind of nifty. Oh, sorry about that. And this is Dark Bahamut. So this is pretty much a repaint of the Bahamut from the previous set release. However, one cool thing is that it's one solid piece, so you don't have to worry about building it and having it fall apart. Absolutely amazing miniature right here. Look at that. So cool. So happy that they gave both Dark and regular Bahamut. It may seem lazy to some people, but it is a really nice touch that they gave us both regular and Dark Bahamut. Alright. So next up on the list... So before we go into fan book number 2... which is this beautiful construction right here. I do want to share with you the miniature from fan book number 2 because it is right on the cover. As you can tell, it is a very beautiful Yuna with her floral fala, or Yuna's special dress from Final Fantasy X-2 in this really nice nifty little box here. Now, I actually was lucky enough to obtain 2 of her, so I don't have to remove it from that packaging. This one I can display, the other one I can keep in the package. Let me adjust the screen here, it's a bit blurry. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. Alright. You can see Yuna right in the middle there. Her face is not the best. It is very hard to see her face. You got the very lovely flower, all the buds sticking out of there, her beautiful white flowing dress. Just an absolutely beautiful miniature overall. Focus. Focus. There we go. Yeah, just a truly beautiful dress overall. Super happy to have this in the collection. And now we'll take a look at book number 2. And stick around because I will share the very... Actually, you know what? Before we get into book number 2, I'm going to share with you one last thing. So, no, you know what? I'll save that for the end. See who actually sticks around to want it. On the back of this, you can tell that the Final Fantasy Creatures Archive Chromium was the newest release at the time, because they are not sharing the secret miniature, which of course we all know is Safer Sephiroth. I got the Square Enix showcase, directions how to get there. That's kind of cool. So we're going to start with Chromium. or handbook number 2. Got the table of contents. Creature Archive Chromium, advertisement. Of course, the Floral Fala dress, super beautiful, and how they all 3 look together. That's super awesome, and I do plan to display all 3 of them together in my display case, because why wouldn't you? Here is the Phoenix. Gets a 2-page spread instead of just a 1-page spread. Of course, you got the, where's the checkbox? I guess they just show the extra version, so... And it's cool that they show you which game it's from. Phoenix from Final Fantasy VIII has the Phoenix Pinion. Nova Dragon from 9. Iron Giant from 10. Taru. Which actually does say at the bottom here, are parts of Agramanu. So it is a part of it, not the full beast itself from the desert encounter, optional encounter. Full Throttle. Fafnir. Aramu. The Giant Crab, the very first and last Crystal Chronicles representation. And of course, we all know who the secret miniature is. And then it cuts it down to one page per for set 4 because it was older at the time. Neobuhamut, Necron, Ultimacia Griever, Doom Train. Nemesis, that monster from Tin 2. And then it shows us the history, so the first 3 sets, and the Dark Bahamut. But it doesn't show the Sacred miniature that I'm going to show at the end of this video. Memories of Final Fantasy, that's kind of cool. Going over the ones that were related to the sets. And a sneak peek at the upcoming, at the time, Final Fantasy Master Creature line. And I do actually own a good chunk of the Master Creatures, so if people want me to do a video on those, I can definitely do a video on the Master Creature line. Compilations of Final Fantasy VII, because Final Fantasy VII has so many different games based on it. Advent Children. I don't know why Eris is written... I guess this is enemies and something else. Before Crisis, Dirge of Cerberus, Square Enix minifigures of the actual characters. So you got Tifa, Vincent, Renoa. Now this down here is really cool. I remember this from a long time ago. I believe this for Kingdom Hearts is an actual like chess set pieces that you could buy. That was so cool. I really wish I would have got them when they were available because I imagine that their prices are just insanely high right now. Advertisements for some Dragon Quest play arts. Full Metal Alchemist play arts. And trading arts, so like minifigures. That's kind of cool. Volume 1 and 2. front mission trading figures, so if you like the giant robots. Radiant Story, which I didn't even know got trading arts, and Star Ocean, which I did know. I didn't know Radiant Story had that. That's kind of cool. I might have to look into that. Square Enix Showcase. I doubt that's still around. Final Fantasy Creatures Fanbook Volume 2. Of course, they gotta advertise themselves inside their own book. You can get a collection of the Tin2 girls, Pain, Riku, and Yuna. Some other merchandise, probably posters. Jewelry, more jewelry, and the contact information, and of course the final page of the book. That is the fan book number 2. I gotta say, they work great as checklists and just a really cool little visual art. That's why you don't have to go searching for a miniature. You can be like, yep, that's what that one looks like, and then you have an image of it. Kind of cool. And the moment you've been waiting for, the very final miniature number 53, which is not shown in either fan book. And it was a 7-11 exclusive in Japan, which I don't know if it makes it a lot harder to obtain or a lot easier to obtain, because sometimes those exclusives, they print so many that they become super common, and sometimes they print so few that it's impossible to get. But the very final 7-11 creature exclusive from FF10. And you can tell this is not the Kai line because it does not say Kai anywhere on the packaging. We got Valfor. And here he is. The very first summon you obtain in Final Fantasy X. Beautiful miniature. This one you do have to build yourself, as it says on the back. It gives you the instructions, and it gives you actually some screenshots from in-game of when you summon him. It's kind of cool. Or her. You got the red feathers going off the back there. The beautiful purple and yellow orange wings. The tail wrapping around the I'm not quite sure. It almost looks like a broken down piece of ancient machina. The almost rib cage like thing going on here at the chest. Just a really cool miniature. And it actually holds together for the most part fairly well. I didn't have too many issues assembling her. And that is Valfor, the final miniature of the set. Like I said, not everybody knows that this one exists. It's one that everybody knows about the 52, but the 53rd one is kind of a hit and miss whether people know about it or not. But yeah, those three are the final three miniatures of the original Creatures line. They did eventually release a Master Creature line, which is a larger scale figures, and then they also released Creature Kai line down the road, which is kind of like an in-between. They're a little bit larger than these, but much smaller than the Master Creature line. Alright, I don't have any of the Creature Kais yet, but I might try to obtain some in the future, because I really want some of the ones from 8. They made Brothers and Siren from 8, and Alexander, so I'll probably be at least seeking those ones for sure. With all that said, this is Booster Box Buster with the Final Fantasy Creatures Fan Book Volume 1 and 2, along with the 3 limited edition miniatures special. I hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know in the comments down below if you would be interested in the Final Fantasy Creatures Master Set line. Until next time, this is Booster Box Buster, and I'm signing out. Peace.